lost. Really lost.
Stay together. We just need some directions home.
Come on, kids. Pay up.
First of all, you guys are all incredible in this show.
Thank you.
When I watched it, it made me so happy. Every single episode just made me so happy watching this show. First question I have for you, Ryan, is Fern is at the top of her class and the de facto leader of the skeleton crew. She's bold, she's quick thinking, but what else can you tell us about Fern?
She likes speeder bikes. She's kind of like Han Solo to me. You know, she's that leader of the group. She's funny, and you know, she's learning about herself. And you kind of see like this journey that she goes through throughout the show of her like becoming like a young woman.
Right.
Yeah.
Incredible. Now, Ravi, your character is the adventurer out of the group, and kind of like the catalyst for how this whole thing even starts. And he wants more than just an analyst job from his planet. Tell us a little bit more about Wim.
Yeah, so Wim immediately felt truthful to me the moment I got the material. You know, he's kind of in his own little fantasy world because he doesn't have a mom and his dad is constantly working, so he's left to make his own fun. And he's stuck in the suburbs, which is unfortunate for him because he wants an adventure, a real adventure.
No more pretend.
And and he is really stressed out about this test because he doesn't want to be doing this. He wants to be a Jedi. He wants to help people and you know, wield a lightsaber. Yes. You know, and and he really he cares for his friends. He's so brave. He's so hopeful. His imagination really carries him, and I really admire that about him.
He eats.
And he does eat, and he really loves his friends, and I think that's awesome. And I found so many similarities to me. I loved implementing that to my character, and I also found similarities from Luke Skywalker to my character.
Oh, fascinating.
Yeah, so playing into that for my performance was a joy, and I'm very grateful.
Amazing. Now, Kyriana, Han Solo does not like knowing the odds, but your character calculates all of them. Tell us a little bit about your character, KB, and her role in the skeleton crew.
Well, she's more quiet. She's more on the introverted side, but she's very thoughtful and resourceful, and she has some special abilities because of her visor and Augs, which I think really come in handy with her role in like being sort of a protector to the group, and maybe a little bit of voice of reason with Miss Fern.
Yeah.
But
she needs it. Thank you.
I'm definitely more like the voice of reason than them, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Robert, I feel like everybody has a Neil in their life, and I love your character so much.
Thank you so much.
Talk to me about his dynamic with the rest of the skeleton crew.
I think he's just a loyal best friend, and I think he just wants to make sure everybody's okay and protected, and I just think he wants to get out of there safe, but I also think he doesn't want to show people that he wants to get out of there safe, but he also wants to make sure he doesn't die.
Sure.
You know, we all do. And I just think he doesn't really want to be a part of this, but he doesn't want to disappoint everybody.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
Now, Ravi, your character fantasizes about being a Jedi, and he kind of projects that onto Jude Law's character a little bit. Can you talk to me about what those two characters kind of learned from each other throughout the course of the series?
Yeah, I love the dynamic between them, definitely, and I'm not sure what I can say with no spoilers, but I love their dynamic, and their initial first interaction is so fun. It was so fun for me to play that because that was my genuine reaction to seeing Jude Law for the first time because, you know, I looked up to him, I loved his work, and he's so grounded, and he's so giving, and he's so generous. He's such a generous scene partner, so fun. And I haven't really seen many actors like him. Absolutely. It's very impressive, very admirable.
Interesting. Now, I want to talk about SM-33, Ryan. I love the droid. You were the captain of the ship. Tell us a little bit more about SM-33.
It was so fun. I love how interactive, and we got to know the team that works on him. So he's actually moving and walking.
It's like a whole puppeteer.
Yeah, there's a puppeteer sometimes inside of him and actually interacting with us. It was my first time ever. It was my
nothing.
Nothing. It was my first time ever really working with a droid like that, who's a part of our team. Which was so fun, and not to mention the little rat in his eye was...
Yes, absolutely.
That was my best friend.
The rat was your best friend?
Oh, wait, I just kind of spoiled.
Oh, yeah.
Not
right there. I think I'm right there. Kyriana, I want to ask something to you because your character has a special connection with someone we meet in episode 3 named Kim. Can you talk about their connection? Because it's almost like the two smart kids meeting each other for the first time.
Yeah.
Well, I think that KB, like, she felt like she could relate to her because she was so interested and passionate about, like, her work in, like, a library. And also she knew stuff that, like, KB knew, all the techie stuff. And I felt like KB felt like she could be herself around her. So she really loved her. Yeah.
Now, this question's for all of you, but I'm going to start with Robert first. What did your characters learn about themselves throughout the course of this journey? But what did you learn about yourself through playing this character?
I think what I learned is I don't want to sound like more cocky, but like I feel like I felt a little bit more like, oh yeah, I could play like more characters than myself. Because I've always kind of been like more like the sweet like kid, which I am still a little bit of the sweet kid, but like
Yes,
I felt like I could be a little bit more like I could just be more adventurous and actually be like, because I am a very brave person, but I know Neil isn't, so I think it really gave me like some insurance, and I could be like, okay, now I could actually do other things than just who I am,
Absolutely. How about
What I love about Fern is like she's not afraid to say what she believes in and what she thinks is right. And even like with Princess Leia, she's a princess, but she's not afraid to go on the battlefield and to literally fight. Which, kind of plays into Fern a little bit. And she's like, she wants to do the best to protect the people that she loves. And, I definitely took from that. And we shared a lot in common too. Like, she likes speeder bikes and I like ATVs.
There you go.
I love her so much.
Amazing.
I would definitely, the arcs that the characters go through from beginning to end it's so crazy, really. And it's so fun. The adventure, the journey, it changes them. It changes the characters, I feel like. And we're all like we're all having this experience together. The characters and us as actors are having this experience together. And, we are forced to be together and become and work together. The characters, and so we all eventually get along really well, and I think that's so sweet. And it was so fun how my character drastically changes without giving away too much. But he definitely changes throughout the journey.
Everyone's,
I definitely, but I speaking for myself, I noticed a lot of drastic changes from point A to point B.
Well, I feel like with my character she was learning, my character, KB, she was learning about her voice and like speaking up and vocalizing her feelings. And I think I was also learning how to do that on set and working on such a big project, like how to speak up for myself and, ask about things, ask the directors questions, because there's some pretty incredible directors, and sometimes it was a little scary asking them because I admire them and look up to them so much.
Well, you guys killed it. This show is incredible. I'm literally gonna go home and watch it again. So thank you guys for your time. I really appreciate it.
I love you, JJ.
What did you do? We're gonna explode into a million pieces!